South Africa, hear the sound, the colonel come home. Chris is back around. Whoa. Whoa. The colonel is back in town. Feet on the red earth, solid ground. Back where the mountains kiss the sea. Home where the people long to be. Many faces, every shade. Many dreams still to be made. Black and white and brown as one. Living underneath the same bright sun. No confusion, no disguise. Looking through with open eyes. Speaking plain so all can see. Truth is how we're gonna be. Oh, the colonel come home today. Bringing truth along the way. From Cape Town to Bay Bridge Line. Every voice and every sign. Bring back down to Durban shore. Working for a little more. Truth should never fear the light. Let the morning make things right. Whoa. Walking those both near and far, knowing every soul's a star, listening close to every town, never turning people down. When the good is growing strong, lift it up and sing the song. When the road has gone astray, let's work together, find a better way. No loud boasting, no pretend, just the facts from end to end. Speaking steady, calm and clear, giving honest people cheer. The sunshine tells no lies, everybody sees with open eyes. When the daylight fills the sky, the shadows cannot hide. Whoa, the colonel come home today. We're bringing truth along the way. Cape Town, Durban, all around. They hear the joyful reggae sound. Every village, every street, every heartbeat, every beat. Truth should never fear the light. Everything will be alright. Stand together, side by side. Leave the fear and leave the pride. Justice growing every day. Love will always find a way. The Wyatt Army, hear the call. Standing steady, standing tall. Seeking freedom, seeking peace. Praying every burden seems no matter where you're coming from. Underneath the same bright sun. One people, one hopeful song. Together we can all be strong. Oh, come home again. Walking with his fellow men. Sharing stories, sharing dreams. No, nothing always what it seems. From the valleys to the sea. Standing up for liberty. Truth should never fear examination. Hope can build a stronger nation. Yeah, the colonel come home today. Chris is back to stay. The colonel come home. Whoa, oh, oh. South Africa, one love, one heart, one future.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back to the program. It's Chris live in Knysna in the Western Cape, well, close to the Eastern Cape at this stage, but still Western Cape. Welcome back this evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a day. Oh my gosh, I'm knackered. Quite a busy day here, putting together videos this morning, then driving from Swellendam after I recorded some footage there for a future video. And from there, sorry if there's an echo in here, but the room is hollow. From there, I drove to Riversdale and I had a mini meet and greet with some folks. Got recognized on the street in a place like that. That was interesting. Got recognized on the street in Swellendam this morning. And then I drove from there to Mossel Bay to the zip line experience. A dozen people went down the zip line, including 3 of my viewers who went behind me. Everyone avoided getting wet in the waves except me. I'll get to the news in just a moment, but I got to tell you about this. So the first one went down. She was so light they had to have someone go with her so she could make it up cable, little tiny girl. I went next. As I went down, I was about to get hit. I could see that the one wave was going to get me. So I kind of pulled on the cable a little bit down to slow myself down, and I avoided it. And then I released and took off. And as I took off, because the sea is angled, the shoreline is angled like this. So, let's see, here we go. It's angled. So the waves come here first, then they come in here second. I missed the first wave, which comes all the way up to the cable. I was like, hey, and as I went past it, I picked up speed, and then a huge gust of wind came and it twisted me like this and slowed me down and held me up. On the top, I had to, guide myself to get myself straight. And as I came back around straight, this wave came up like 30 meters and just completely engulfed me. I understand people video it, so I'll show you the video when I get them. Oh my gosh. So when I got to my destination here tonight in Leisure Island in Neisner, I had to take my hoodie, which hoodies can hold an incredible amount of water, and my shorts and my underwear and my socks and my shoes and the inserts in my shoes and my belt and my t-shirt. And I had to lather them up with soap and rinse them out in the shower. It took me like 20 minutes to clean it up. Good God. No, I had to drive all the way here all salty. I'm salty tonight. Not salty because I'm crappy, but salty because I'm covered in ocean salt. Okay, Carlos sent me the video. I can't look at it until this is over. Thank you, Carlos. Carlos saw it. It's not fair. It's not fair. Nobody else got wet. Not even a drop. In fact, the one Arab guy came down. He liked it so much while I was sitting there talking to the viewers. He went back up and did it again, and he didn't get wet. Damn it. Oh, no, it wasn't cold. I was fine. No, it wasn't that funny, man. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, my salty cracks. All right. Anyway, I want to thank all the people who the people I met in Riversdale. I would say the number that came to the meet and greet, the informal meet and greet at the zip line, a lot had to take off, but there were probably about 35, I would say, that came there at least. And we were waiting when I got there because I got there about 1:30. And then I want to thank the folks who met me at Elvis Brew. That's Elvis Blue's coffee shop, Elvis Brew, over at the George Airport. We stayed there, and I got to see Elvis, and I apologize for not doing the interview with him 4 years ago when Rob left me hanging there for a while. But he said he'd give me an interview, but then he went home. So I still didn't get my interview with Elvis Blue. And then we were overstaying our welcome because they were closed. So we had to leave there. So anyway, thanks to all those folks. I'd say there were about 30 people there, maybe more, maybe 30. Yeah. A couple people left too. So, and then I had to drive to Neisner, but it was already 5:45 and it gets dark shortly after 5. But I managed, because I'm along the ocean, to chase the sun from behind, and it stayed light almost all the way to Neisner. So it wasn't dangerous, but the road is so slow. Steve Hofmeyer is playing tonight in George. I found out about that this morning. If I'd known that sooner, I would have booked a room in George and not come here tonight. But here I am in Neisner now. So there's a couple people that wanted to meet with me at breakfast tomorrow. I will send you a message when I get off air where I'm at, and you can come see me tomorrow morning. Let's say, I want to say initially 9 o'clock, but I need to check the map and see what my timeline is for getting around. So I'll get back with you on that. Oh my goodness. We get to the news in just a moment. Excuse me. Are you blue about Elvis? No, I'm not. Yes, Icarus did chase the sun. Nice is nice. I don't know about it, Louise. I've been in Nice. I've driven from Nice before, but it looks like a little touristy trap town, and the road is terrible. Funny Funda 5 said, "You're a good man." Well, thank you. Thank you, Funny. Yeah, definitely exhausted. Hey, vodka model. Where's the little one at? Another interview is possible. We'll see in WhatsApp. Okay. Angry Santa went surfing airborne. Yes, I was definitely surfing. That wave just wiped me out. Ask Carlos. He was there, man. That was wicked. Carlos, I saw your Greek friend. How long are you going to be in South Africa? Well, that's a state secret, but I'll be here for some time. I'm not blue about Elvis. Anyway. Oh, he's there. Hey, buddy, how's it going? How you doing, my little friend? Well, I don't know if it was fun, but 3 of my viewers decided to do it because I did it. So, no, I didn't see any whales. I was too busy watching the waves. And I overthought it, and I overshot it or undershot it. All right, folks, we got some news to talk about. Let's get to the news. It's not a good day for South Africa. First off, the United States has now applied 12.5% tariff to South Africa. This country is deemed to have insufficient enforcement or rules regarding supply chain forced labor, including Australia, South Africa, Norway, and Singapore. Ouch, 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 ouch. So the Trump tariffs are back for South Africa, and they're not going to be able to get rid of them this time. There are also 10% tariff for 17 countries. 60 countries were affected, so a big chunk of the world. Yep. Trump is just loving these tariffs, but they're back. So bad news for South Africa and its economy. 12.5% tariff is now in effect. And more bad news. Cyril Ramaphosa escapes justice again. The Western Cape High Court violates the rule of law, and then sent me the photo he took. Okay, cool. They pretend that they are upholding the rule of law, but they are undermining the rule of law by letting him skate on this report. In addition to that, they have countermanded the Constitutional Court. This is just cloud cuckoo land. It's a banana republic. It's Wakanda all over again. Absolutely ridiculous. The Western Cape High Court granted President Cyril Ramaphosa an interdict halting impeachment hearings. But of course, Ramaphosa lied. He said that he would adhere to the ruling of the Constitutional Court, except he didn't. As soon as the court said that he had to face justice, he rushed to the lower court to try to get them to stop it, and he succeeded. This is a banana republic. Where are the $580,000? Who has been punished for the kidnapping, the torture, and the payoff to the thieves? Who has been punished for the false police report in the annual report from SAP saying that not a single one of the 43 VIP residences were broken into? No incidents. That was a lie. The perversion of justice, the means of justice, and not a single charge against Cyril Ramaphosa. MPs and parties expressed mixed reactions, some respecting the ruling, others criticized undermining accountability. It also undermines the Constitution. Impeachment hearings into President Ramaphosa and the notorious dollars in his couch are now on hold. We're not even talking about the crimes related to the money, the currency violations, the illegal importation of $580,000, the failure to pay SARS. What is SARS? SARS will stop people who paid their taxes and they have a tax certificate, but they won't go after this guy. What the hell? $580,000? Where's that on his tax return? In a majority ruling, the Western Cape High Court granted Ramaphosa his interdict to stay the impeachment committee commencement with hearings that could humiliate him, as his counsel argued. This stay is pending the court's decision on his application to review an independent panel's report that found that he had a case to answer for. Judge Diane Davis accepted the public impeachment hearings would cause lasting reputational damage that no later declaration of invalidity could undo. Are you freaking serious? So unbelievable. You're telling us you're adhering to the rule of law because you're protecting his reputation. He's a public official. He's open to scorn and ridicule. It's not the role of the court to protect his feelings. Cyril's feelings are hurt. Oh, gosh. We got to make a new song. There's the song right there. Cyril's feelings are hurt. So the role of the Western Cape High Court is not to uphold the rule of law. It's to protect the feelings of poor little Cyril Ramaphosa. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? I mean, you couldn't become a more banana republic than they have become. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stomach this. So All right, just came up with something for the song that I'm going to make later on. Sierra's feelings get hurt. I mean, that's not the role of the court. She held that allowing hearings to proceed on a report that may be unlawful, would cheapen the rule of law. Your comments cheapen the rule of law. How in the world did this woman become a judge? How do you become a judge when you're this dim-witted? Parliament's accountability mandate cannot be prioritized above the rule of law as accountability achieved through potentially unlawful processes is a contradiction of terms. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. This violates the law. This is unbelievable. Oh, yeah, that was last year, yeah. Wow. Judge Andre Lagrange concurred, adding that the choice is not between the president's interest in Parliament's accountability function. The rule of law requires the Parliament hold the president accountable, but only through lawful processes. It's not an unlawful process to have an impeachment. You don't have to have this report for an impeachment. This is nonsense. Shortly after the ruling, the presidency issued a statement, and this is comical. President Ramaphosa respects the ruling handed down today, Friday, July 24th, 2026, except he didn't respect the ruling of a higher court. The apex court ruled that he must answer. And this lower court has overruled. There's no constitution. There's no rule of law. These clowns think that they have the right to overrule the apex court. This is a joke. The Constitutional Court should intervene here and sanction these judges for overruling its decisions. You don't get to undermine the ruling of these people. This is ridiculous. The president reaffirms his respect for judicial independence and separation of powers enshrined in our Constitution. He'll continue to cooperate with and abide by the process of accountability. No, he won't. He won't. When has he told the people of South Africa why $580,000 was smuggled into this country illegally and it was not put in the bag? It was hidden in the couch cushions at his farm. When has he ever become accountable for that? He's never told the people of South Africa. By the way, where's the report on the terrorism supporters in the SANDF who hosted the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, a terrorist organization, during a naval exercise? Where's the report on that? It's now 6 months overdue. Yeah, he doesn't respect anything. And what a joke to try to tell us he respects the rule of law. There's no law in South America. I agree with you on that, Garth. Marie Sart, thank you for your 14 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Constitutional Court ruling must stand, but it's just been undermined by a lower court. Who are these clowns? Right, Carlos. So respect any decision that's in his favor. Yep. Sean, I'm not sure why your message is deleted. Somebody deleted it. Says, welcome to South Africa. Glad you enjoyed your zip line. Experience myself and my wife are just waiting our approval now. We hope to be in your return flight. Okay. There's a rule for me and not for thee. I think you got that right. Yeah, who are these judges? Vodka Man is going to try something again. Not sure what it is. Who are these judges? I mean, they are overruling the apex court and they think that they're adhering to the rule of law. This is comical. Comical. By the way, there's no restaurants here on the island. And I'm not driving back into town, so I'll be eating crisp and biltong for dinner. Mr. Magoo said the splash today was hilarious. Yeah, I bet it was. Surprise, who didn't ask where Pala Pala is. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's continue on with the news here, folks. We've got the Dischem founder, Ivan Saltzman, has quit the board. His son has sold his shares. Wow. Dischem co-founder Ivan Saltzman resigned from the group's board with immediate effect. He opened the first Dischem store 48 years ago with his wife, Lynette. Man, they were due to vote on his re-election as director next week, but his candidacy has now been withdrawn. Wow. The 76-year-old handover CEO reigns to Rui Murray in 2023, continuing to serve as executive director. Well, this is all because of his comments or his actions of his son, I imagine. It's not going over well. Dischem. So Click screws up, Dischem screws up. Where can people go? You can't trust either one of these companies. It's pretty sad. Oh, boy. This is evasion. Opposition parties express disappointment as the court halts Ramaphosa's impeachment proceedings. Wow. EFF Chief Whip Nantondo Nolachungu said they were shocked but were not surprised because there was a pattern as they were dealing with someone who avoids accountability. 100%. We are going to study the judgment, see how we can move forward, they said. MK Party's Andile Mkhtima said they were disappointed the judgment was not unexpected. Judiciary has consistently protected Ramaphosa. We all know about his 1 billion rand, which is undisclosed from his donors. Now that theme continues as we see today. He said Ramaphosa made a very silly argument that his reputation would be harmed by appearing before the impeachment committee. This is the delaying tactic. It's highly disappointing the judges would accept the argument that his reputation would be negatively affected and would therefore grant him his request to stay in this matter. DA leader Jordan Hill Lewis says the judgment did not decide whether the allegations arising from Pala were true, nor did they clear Ramaphosa. It determines the order in which judicial and parliamentary processes must unfold. This is a joke. It's a sick joke, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sick joke. Rise Mzansi spokesman Mabina Seabe said that the party, as a rule of law, they will abide by the judgment studied to get a full sense. BOSA, nothing here from Freefront Plus, nothing here from the DA. Yeah, now this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Ramaphosa. Who got a good reputation? Tell me that. Who got a good reputation? Utopi, what's up, man? I was talking about you today. Luigi, I've already showered it all out. I've already gotten a shower. I cleaned out my clothing, rinsed it out, squeezed it all out, hung it out to dry, got a shower. Yeah, it took a while to get all that salt off it, though. Tell me any of those corrupt leaders, which one has ever been put behind bars for misconduct? I can't tell about any South African corrupt leaders. Tony Ngani went to prison briefly, and he got out. But I really can't tell you about corrupt leaders in South Africa went to jail. But I can tell you about American corrupt leaders who've gone to jail. Oh, yeah. Politicians go to jail all the time in America. Oh, Charles, what reputation does he have to protect? You're right. Petra, what's up? Yeah, I didn't watch the channel. I have to make a video on it because I was on the road. Taking good things. What does that mean, Utopi? Suzanne Franco, welcome to you. Yep. So Gayton is a jail. We know that. Yeah, thank you, Andre. I was worried about getting the hotel safely too because the roads, they're in pretty good condition, but there's lots of repairs going on and it started to get dark. So I've been to Strand, Hermanus, Gunsby, Stanford, Swellendam, Riversdale, Mossel Bay, George. I have done 8 meet and greets in 3 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 8 meet and greets in 3 days. Hey, Elmarie, thank you for your 17-month membership. Yeah, Suzanne, it's a lot of places and it's also quite exhausting. But I did get some cool kit today from Elvis Brew. You guys want to see that before we go on about the news? Pathetic is the judge, 8 years in sick leave. He can't go. Yeah, that guy's in sick leave. I heard about that. Rationale behind a part-time. All right, Suzanne, let me go get my bling that I got. Okay. Oh, geez, that's not good. Elvis Brew. This chair, did it just break? Let's sit on it. It's broken. Oh, Jesus. It did break. Let's see if I can. Wow, that's not good. Gee, many crickets. Where am I supposed to sit now? Let's sit on the edge. Jeez. That's dangerous. Oh, man. I got this cup. Jeez, it's collapsing on me as I sit here. Wow, that's not good. A crappy seat. Well, now I'm lower. Jeez. Okay. All right. So got the Elvis cup. Then I got this Elvis Brew hoodie. And this stuff is all stitched. That's not a print. That's all stitched, everything, including where it says Elvis Blue. I'm not reading emails. I don't have time. Got an Elvis Blue cap. Elvis Brew. And then this one from Old School, the guys that make the rugby kit. So you know it's not a cheap one. This one's also stitched on there, Elvis Brew. Cool, huh? Anyway, damn, man, I feel bad. This damn chair's broken. That sucks. I was enjoying sitting there. Oh, they took the money out of the chair, so the chair's unstable. Well, they're not gifts. These are mine. I bought them for myself. There's no gift there. No, Tom, I always have to buy a second suitcase because I buy things and people are also generous and give me little things. So I always have to buy a second suitcase and then pay for it to go back. So that cost me a few $100s every trip. Yep. Well, I hope the bed is better than the chair, Shirley, because the chair, yeah, it was probably broken beforehand. Yeah. Ghost trip in Cape Town. I haven't been in Cape Town, Richard. Why would I book for a ghost trip? What are you talking about? Yeah, thank you. I think it's pretty cool too. I don't think they're going to send me an invoice for the chair because I didn't break it. It cracked. Anyway. Hey, Mungo. Kyle is in Betty's Bay. Well, that's a bit of a ways from here. I've been to Betty's Bay before in Pringle. During the afternoon, I don't have to stay up until 11 p.m. Well, this is the news, except I'm doing it a little bit later. Instead of 6 p.m., it's 8 p.m. South Africa. Normally I do it 6 p.m. South Africa, so it's 2 hours late. Small something for your extra bag. Thank you for that, 40 Rand. Hey, Sedgefield. You're on the guard route. Where do I find you? Have I already driven past you, Sedgefield? Aren't you in Neisner? Salty shoes in the background. No? Oh, yeah, in the bathroom, yeah. No, they're already rinsed. Tell them watch the video, yeah. Better the chair than the zip line. That's good. I know Elvis Blue songs, but I don't sing. Patiently for Chris to come visit Cape Town and Durbanville with my disc of songs. Okay, well, some people got some of those today. All right, so this Kim Founder, where are we at? Tariffs, Ramaphosa. All right, what are we at now? Before political parties weighed in on today's Western Cape High Court ruling halting the impeachment inquiry, the chairperson of Section 89 committee said MPs would study the ruling and determine what work could continue. Thank you, Suzanne, for the 35 Rand super sticker. We note the interdict is against the public hearings pending the review application. The committee will study the full judgment to see which aspects of the work can proceed. Well, yeah, there you go. Ramaphosa gets his interdict, but many opposition parties are unhappy, and rightly so. Political parties are divided about the Western Cape's decision. Well, ANC MP Mikatelo Maule welcomed the ruling, saying it affirmed that the president, like every other South African, was entitled to seek relief through the courts. Really? So if I feel my reputation is being harmed, they'll put aside any criminal investigation against me? Is that how it works? Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the rule. Anyway. All right, guys, it's getting spicy in Iran. Bahrain and Kuwait have struck Iran in retaliation for their attacks. Yep. It happened earlier this month, though. We're just finding out about it now. Wow. Crazy. Measles cases have reached a multi-decade high, 3 decades. Back-to-back years of thousands of cases set the stage for the country to lose its measles elimination status that it achieved in 2000. Yeah, with good reason, because we've allowed criminals in our country who brought pestilence in because they don't vaccinate. Measles cases in the U.S. during the first 7 months this year have surpassed all of last year's tally, setting a new 3-decade high. 2,318 confirmed cases this year. Wow. Apparently, Pennsylvania is one of the higher hit states with between 100 and 500 cases. That's crazy. Since the early 1990s, US recorded just a few dozen or a few cases per year until now. Vaccination rates used to be 98.5%. Oh, that's for Utah, excuse me. The US, it was at 94.7%. US is now at 92%. Utah went from 98% to 88%. Why? Because illegal aliens are all over Utah. Trump is surging forces in the Middle East to give himself options against Iran. Medics, force weapons all over the Middle East. Special Operations Force deployed from the U.S. bases. Yep. More than 150 medics have arrived at the Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany. Jeez. It's getting hectic there. And Trump says that Iran will be held responsible for Houthi attacks, and they should be. Iran is sponsoring the Houthis, who are a terror organization. Anyway. Oil prices surged yesterday to over $100 a barrel. So get ready for increased fuel prices down the road, unless it drops quickly. By the way, the Cheetahs beat the Sharks handily today, 43-21. I picked them to win, but not by that much. So I'm off to a good start on my Curry Cup for the weekend. I picked them to win by 10, and they won by 22. So I wasn't even close. But that's the Curry Cup for today. Faf de Klerk had a brace of tries, and Prince Inkabindi had a hat trick. Tries galore. Cheetahs will finish on top of the Curry Cup table after the round 2 concluded as they banked the full house of points over the course of the first 2 matches played so far. Yep. Franz Sten will hold his breath as Munir Hatzenberg was helped off the pitch with a medical card in the 25th minute following a thumping tackle. Looks like it hurt his knee. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Excuse me. Go Sharks. Petroleum is not going to rise $200 a barrel. That isn't going to happen. That isn't going to happen. All righty, guys. Oh, you're going to be in Cape Town. Okay. Sorry about that. Gus, what's going on? How is Buffalo? Whatever Mr. Magoo told you about me, it's a lie. I didn't know it was a lie. Thank you for clarifying that. Welcome to NYSTA. Joe, Ann, are you in NYSTA? Oh, looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I have to make that too. I've got a lot to do. I'm going to have to take a little break here and a nap when I finish here, and then put together the banner for Sunday's meet and greet in PE at Tapas. Yep. Tomorrow I don't have a meet and greet scheduled, but there is an event at Tapas tomorrow, which I'll be going to. So, yep, keep him busy. Keep him busy. How's the trip going so far, says Bjorn Scott? Very well. Accomplishing everything. I've been a little bit late with a knock-on effect for several things, but that's because other events came up that were targets opportunity. We had a good interview with Clinton Lamb, the candidate for mayor for Hermanus. That was a good interview. But not many views on the videos. Very frustrating. Last night my live got 5,800 views, but my videos, 3,500 about the DA, 1,600 about the stolen billions, 1,900 about Clinton Lamb. Thought it would have been more. Interesting. YouTube. Go figure. Go figure, YouTube. Hey, Garrett. All the Hadidas are very vocal. Hey, Heidi. Cafe Clutch can happen on Sunday. Yeah, after I finish with my meet and greet. Many things happening. Okay. It's heartbreaking that more letters are given out today, says Alina Janssen from Ensburg. I'm sure there was. 11 o'clock on Sunday, Wayne Budden. 11 o'clock on Sunday at Tapas. Wilkes-Barre. Which family, Gus? Anyway. All righty, folks. I'm going to wrap it up here, okay? Yep, we hot bad news today. You got? It says, I like it how straightforward you are and say things how they are in all your videos. Keep it up. I'll always listen to you. Yeah, well, some people don't like it. Yes, Colonel, I'm a nice and waiting patiently, hopefully make it to the USA program. We have very positive responses. Joanne, I'm at the African Breeze on Leisure Island, and 9 o'clock tomorrow. I will. People want to come by and see me. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. All right, guys, take care. I need to lay down for a little bit, and then I can get some work done. Okay. Thank you for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. Thanks for the super chats, and I'll see you later on.